Hey guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. I'm gonna share really cute things with you today that you actually can maybe purchase for yourself for Christmas or your friends or family. Really like budget friendly gifts. I was thinking about that today. I was thinking like what would I like to receive? Or what would someone that's manifesting or learning about manifestation, or even if you've been into manifestation for a while, like what would you like to receive? For example, I always like receiving journals, pens, like anything stationery, books. I love. Um, and I'll share some that I have with you, and I'll actually share uh, a quote from one of them. And I'll be sharing a Neville quote, and I'll be explaining all of these quotes and how you can apply them to your daily life to get what you want, to recreate your people, to recreate your specific person, to get rid of a third party, to get specific person to conform. Not even specific person only, like anyone, your coworkers, uh, whoever. Okay. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about your power, how freaking powerful you are. We're gonna start off Friday video with that. And we have Nico here. You guys, he senses that I'm gonna make a video. Like, so as I was like bringing my desk nearby, he was just like making himself comfortable by the tree. He loves this corner. He loves it. Like, he even had me like take I don't know if I've said this before, but he loves taking pictures, like being in a picture. Like if I have like a vase of beautiful flowers or something, he'll literally go by it and be like meow 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 until I take a picture, and then when I do, he'll just, okay, we're done. Photo opportunity is over. Let me know if you guys have pets like that. They're so like humans, I swear. Okay, you guys, I'll be sharing a success story right now from one of my one-on-one clients. She sent this in. She emailed this in actually. Let me see, did I save it? No, I did not save it. You know what? I will post it in the community post. But she's been struggling with a lot of not being chosen. Okay, I'll share the email in community post. So if you guys go on YouTube and our community posts on our Facebook, on our Instagram, I always try to share my client success stories there so you guys can see, and maybe it resonates with you, the situation they're in. But she has been struggling with being not chosen for a very long time, not just in love and relationships, like friends wise, especially friends. She notices it through family, and we've been working for quite some time together, and she has shifted into this version of herself that is so confident now. All she used to care about was how other people thought, and if they judged, if like she always wanted to be perfectionist because she always was feeling like, oh, someone's going to say something, they're going to throw a dig at me. She would experience that so much. And then I know a lot of people experience that with their SPs too. Like, we try to be so perfect because we put them on a pedestal. We put other people on a pedestal, but you're the reflector. You're the main character. You're always the main mirror. So everything's going to reflect off of you. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're assuming about yourself and of what people will feel of you or assume of you or how they'll approach you, they'll show you the proof of your power all the time. And we never realize it. We think, oh, see, like I knew it, I was right. Yeah, of course you're right, because you're the one pushing that out. You're always going to be right. If you think something bad is going to happen, and it does, and you think you were psychic or you knew it, it happened because it was a thought first, and you were so confident in that thought and you believed in it. It's belief and it's focus. There's no judgment. Like, your subconscious mind does not judge. Your subconscious mind does not want to punish you. It will, though, focus on what you focus on and push more of that out for you. Okay, so sorry I didn't have that with me, but I will definitely share it in the community post, you guys. Let's wait on this. I want to share a quote with you that I felt like this was something that will resonate with you guys. It's a Neville quote, and it says, "But man becomes lost in the things he has made and gives to them the power. For example, through the use of his imagination, he brings money into his world. Then he forgets that it was the activity of his mind that did this. He sees in the money itself the power to get what he desires. But when he awakes, he will no longer lose himself in his own creation." So I'm going to repeat that and I'll explain. Remember, we're going to be talking about recreating people too. So this also applies to recreating people. Just because it says money in there, I mean, those who are looking to manifest more money, pay attention to the money part. But those who are looking to manifest conforming happening through someone changing to your favored way, apply it to a person. So I'm going to read it again. Man becomes lost in the things he has made and gives to them the power. For example, through the use of his imagination, he brings money into his world. So you imagine something, you bring it into your world. You use this, and you bring it in. Then he forgets that it was the activity of his mind that did this, and he sees in the money itself the power to get what he desires. So you forget. The reason I wanted to share this is because of this part. We forget that we're the ones responsible. And trust me, I know, I get it. I manifested third parties. I manifested the most painful experiences with my SP when I was not feeling chosen, when I was feeling low in self-concept. I felt the worst. And in that moment, you don't feel like you are responsible for this. You feel like it's happening to you. It's not happening through you. Okay? So whether it's money or a specific person or whatever it is that you're manifesting, or a change in a coworker or change in a family member, don't forget that you are always the one thinking about their behavior or your assumptions of them. We all have assumptions of people, you guys. Let's be real. Let's be real. I have assumptions about this guy. This guy does what he wants, whenever he wants. If I want to hug him, it's up to him if he'll let me or not. I can change my assumptions about him, but it's so easy not to. It's so easy just to be and react, right? For example, I want him to be the most cuddliest cat. I want him to like hug me. I've seen these cats on TikTok, right? But I don't assume that, because I see how he's been prior and I go off of that. And it's the same way we are with our specific people. It's the same way we are with our coworkers, with our family members. We have already seen behavior, and a lot of us have seen undesired behavior from people that we're trying, if you're trying to recreate them, obviously it's undesired behavior, right? We've seen undesired behavior. Some of us have seen it for months, weeks. Some of us have seen it for years. Some of us have seen it for our whole lives. Okay? Now, you need to take responsibility and understand that when you change the story within, when you start seeing them in a better light, these people will change. And I challenge you after this video to try it. This is literally what I teach in my one-on-one sessions. This is what I teach in my courses, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP, Your Self-Concept, Remove the Third Party. This is everything I teach. And I've seen it in my personal life. Literally, I've seen it. I'll share a success story of mine that happened today. And you probably are thinking, okay, how do we change? I'll get into it. But people feel what you expect of them. So if you expect the least, or if you're expecting disappointment, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. They're going to show you more situations that you're going to be disappointed of them. And remember this, that same person, and I've said this in so many videos, the same person that's disappointing you, right? And you want to recreate them, probably is not showing up like that for everyone around them. You've probably seen them come and disappoint you, but then go and treat someone else better. I saw it with my SP. When I was completely not feeling chosen, and I was in this waiting period of when is it going to happen? When am I going to be chosen? Why doesn't this person choose me? Like, I just was constantly keeping active a not chosen story, not prioritized story. So I would literally see I'm getting the least and other people are getting the most of him. Whether, even if it was work, even work was a third party. Like busy. Okay? If this resonates with you guys, comment down below. Now, what do we do to change it? Before I get into my success story of what happened, I want to tell you this. We have to start changing what we expect of people. And the best way you can do this is either visualization, imagination, scenes, and inner conversations. You can literally sit down and have you're having conversations with them all the time. Don't you have arguments in your head all the time with people? That's literally an inner conversation. Instead of wasting your time and energy and focus on a battle within and an argument within, use that moment and opportunity to create a desirable outcome within. That's what's different between you, a reactor, and you, a creator. You, as a creator, you decide in that moment, wait a second, this is not going to serve me. What am I doing? I'm using this precious time and focus, which is priceless. My focus is priceless. Your focus is priceless. Your imagination, the conversations you have with them, that is the most priceless thing on this planet for you as a creator. Okay? You using that to battle within or to argue within does not change the story externally, does not change experiences externally. You using that moment to your advantage to change now what is usually a habit for you to battle within, use it, change it, use that opportunity to make it not a battle, but a solution. Instead of having a conversation of the problem, have about it of the solution. I can't talk. Have a conversation about a solution, or of the solution, or after the fact that it happened. Okay? Now, a lot of people say, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about the solution. Maybe I should talk about it after the fact. You're not going to go wrong either way. As long as you calm that resistance within, it's still coming in. So don't try to nitpick the whole thing. as natural as it could possibly be for you, go towards that. Okay? Now, I challenge you this weekend, today, tomorrow, this whole month. We only have like what? A few days left. No. Hold your horses, Ani. We don't have a few days left. We have a few weeks left of 2023. Okay? A lot of you I'm not in contact with SP. I haven't talked to SP. Take a deep breath in. It's going to be okay. I don't want you to focus on that right now. I want you to focus on present moment. And instead of finding a problem to focus on right now, I want you to focus on a solution. Or if you can't go to a solution within, if you can't go to a desired outcome internally, just bring it back to you. Please make it about you. Because guess what? When you make things about you, others make it about you. When you make it about them, they care about them. They focus on them. When you're over here appreciating, loving, romanticizing your life, they have to come in and do the same for you. When you're over there wondering where, who, what, when, why, how can we make this happen? How can I manipulate the situation? What can I do outside of myself to fix this? You are in lack. Come back within. You are number one. And it's easier said than done. Apply, apply, apply. Apply. Okay? So, before I share a success story, which stay tuned for because it's honestly really good, and it explains why you should stay calm within, because everything's working in your favor anyway. Behind the scenes, you don't know. You guys, even if you're recreating someone, right? And right in front of your face, the opposite is happening, don't fall for that illusion, because that's old stuff. Old stuff. If you're an OG viewer, you know. By the way, I forgot to say cheers. I forgot to say get your drinks, get your snacks. I'm having tea, rose tea, for the first time. You guys, remember the cup example I showed you? That when you fill a brand new story or a brand new cup of water in here, look at this one. He's trying to get so much attention. He loves you guys, by the way. He knows you guys are watching, and he's literally like, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. When we fill a brand new cup of water into this, what happens to this stuff? This old stuff, what happens? Comes up to the surface, flows over. The more you fill in clean water, this is going to be clean, because this old stuff's going to come, purge out, and leave. Same thing happens with your subconscious mind. I feel like I have to say this and mention it, even though if you're an OG viewer and you've known this example, remember that that happens. We forget so easily. We forget so easily. Sometimes I do too. I'm over here, like at this point, you guys, I've mastered it so much. I think of stuff and it just happens like ASAP. And I forget that sometimes when I do have like a little purge here and there, sometimes I forget about it. Like, oh my God, yeah, this is a thing. Like, it's okay. It's fine. Chill. It's fine. Okay. So when you are recreating someone and circumstances seem very like unlikely that you're going to get what you want or whatever, remember 3D is old. Remember in my old videos, I said you wouldn't read an old newspaper, right? And trip out about the news in there. Like you wouldn't read, when did the Titanic sink? Was it 1915? Like you wouldn't read that and be like, oh my God, let me call up my family. Did you know the Titanic sank? You wouldn't do that right now. because you know it's old. So same thing with what you see in your 3D. Just observe. Don't react always. Stay calm within, because that can change so fast. What you see, when my SP was with the third party, things were happening that anyone that would hear about it would be like, okay, no one's leaving each other. They're fine. Okay? That's how I felt. I was like, okay, there's no way. Like, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm doing everything I need to do. And I'm kind of worried because in my 3D, it's not matching my inner world at all. It looks very promising for them over there. Okay? Literally in a day, I got news that no more. And you know how many times this happens to my clients? Literally. They get chosen even though they kind of feel like, oh my God, like things are maybe working against me. That's why don't judge by circumstances. The joke's on you if you judge by circumstance. And I'm telling you right now, like, universe knows what's up, like God knows what's up. The joke's on you if you're going to be judging off of your circumstances how things will play out. Oh, if my circumstances are getting better, that means I'll get what I want. That's not always the case. Sometimes your circumstances are crap, but you're always going to get what you want. So I'll share the success story I was going to share with you, and stay tuned because I'm going to tell you guys about the books and what you can get your people for Christmas, your friends, family, SPs, whoever. Okay. My mom lives in an apartment building, and her best friend wanted to move back in to that apartment building. So in their apartment building, they're like, all the women my mom's age are like, they're besties. Okay. They have like coffee together, tea together in the little courtyard. And they're this like group of friends. Okay. And her best friend used to live there. And then for some reason she had to leave. She recently wanted to come back, and everything was everything was perfect. Like, she had a great reputation. Like, she never had like a problem at the apartment building. Like, if they looked at her records, everything would be great. Okay. So when she applied again to come back to my mom's building, she was denied. She was literally denied. And there was no valid reason. They were just like, no, sorry, no. And my mom, everyone in the building tried so hard. They talked to like the company, whatever, and they were like, you know what? Like, we just want her back. Like, she's never missed a payment. She's like, everything was perfect. Like, there was no reason for her to be denied. Okay, but she was denied. That was the circumstance. Everyone and this went on for weeks. This went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'll tell you why she got denied. They don't know this, but I know this. They were so worried about if she'll get in or not. That worry, that fear was so present. There was so much resistance. And I remember telling them, every time I would visit, I remember telling them, you guys can't stress over it this much. Don't stress over it this much. They did anyway, and she got denied. So everything was very perfect for her, but because of that resistance she created within, she got the resistance back. She got the reality where it matched her resistance. Okay. Now, for weeks and weeks and weeks, her family members, other neighbors tried to convince and convince and convince and convince whoever was in charge of approving her to come back. Okay? It was a no after a no after a no after a no. And then I got involved because I literally was like, everyone, you guys have created so much resistance. You're gonna get no's every single time. Just think about how great it will be. I literally sat them down and I was like, we are now thinking about you getting that yes and you moving back in. How does it feel now? You talk to me. I literally coached them. Okay? And I said, after this moment, we're forgetting about it. Accept your current reality. Accept the purge of all these no's. Accept it. And this goes to you guys watching right now about your SPs, about money, about coworkers. I swear to God, listen to me. I've gone through so many years of having people conform for me, and money conform for me, homes conform for me. The only person that I haven't tried it on is this one. That thinks it's okay to lick his butt on the TV, on the screen. But he doesn't care. His self-concept's so high, he's like, I don't give it. Y'all are gonna love me anyway, right? Listen to me. You guys watching this, I literally intend that this clicks, because the moment my mom's best friend said to my mom, I don't want to think about this anymore. I've accepted it. It's okay. I'm not really thinking about it anymore. It's fine. It would have been great. It would have been wonderful, but it's fine. The same day, she calmed herself within and released that resistance for like a few minutes. It was like a few minutes or a few hours. This rejection had gone on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I think over a month. The moment she actually listened to me, and they listened to me, and they stopped talking about it, and they stopped, and she was just, I surrender. She got approved. Literally. I remember like my mom calling me and, oh my God, guess what happened? I'm like, what happened? She's like, she's gonna come. She's gonna live here again. She's gonna live in the apartment. We're gonna all have our coffee dates again. And I was like, do you guys see what like, had you given up? I said, had you surrendered to the current reality? Were you okay with it not happening in that moment? My mom was like, yeah. And I was like, was she? She was like, yeah. That's what I was saying. Hello. But I know it's very hard for you to accept your current moment. I know. I understand. I've been through it. I've literally seen things with my own eyes that felt like daggers in my heart right in front of me. And I had to accept it. But then I have this for a reason, because this is here. So when this circumstances are unpleasant, you go here, you go home. This is your home. This is heaven. You go to your heaven. If it's outside is hell, you go to your heaven and you remember you have heaven. And then when you focus on heaven, hell shifts to heaven outside. Okay? Okay, you guys. If this video is resonating with you so far, comment down below. I want to share with you guys, if you have any, if you don't know what to get someone that's into manifestation, or that's into, you know, just good vibes, or even for yourself, obviously not sponsored, but these are very nice, very affordable. I think each was like $6 or $7. This is a book by Florence Scovel Shinn. You guys have probably heard about Florence Scovel Shinn. She wrote, I believe it was called The Game of Life and How to Play It. She wrote many other books. But she is pretty much talking about manifestation. And Louise Hay is the one that, it's an introduction by Louise Hay. And the book is by Florence Scovel Shinn. And it's called The Magic Path of Intuition. And I want to read a little part of it for you. So this is a great gift option, even if it's for you. Like, honestly, it's such an easy read, and it's so cute and colorful and just so easy. So it's not like one of those books that you have to read a paragraph like 5 times over to get the point, you know? It's not like that. And then the other book is The Complete Works of Florence Scovel Shinn. And this one has The Game of Life and How to Play It, Your Word is Your Wand, The Secret Door to Success, and The Power of the Spoken Word. Okay, so this one's easy read too. But if you guys do get them, or if you have read them, let me know. It's very light. It's not like a hard, it's a struggle to read, and it's not it leaves you feeling good afterwards, you know? Sometimes I've read all the books. I've read all of them. Nowadays I don't want to read like a deep, like super scientific subconscious stuff anymore, because I get that stuff. I get it. Sometimes it's just explained easier in these lighter books, but obviously to each their own. So let me read something from this book. I actually marked the page for you guys. I think it goes with recreating people. So it says, send goodwill to your seeming enemy, and you surround yourself with a great aura of protection. Your enemies are only those of your own household, your subconscious beliefs. If you hate and resent a situation, you have fastened it to yourself, for you attract what you fear or dislike. Now, I would reword the you attract what you fear and dislike to you attract what you focus on. So if you're focusing on fear and resentment and an enemy, and oh my God, they did this to me, or oh my God, they took my man, or they took my girl, or whatever, right? And you're focused on them having so much power over you, that resentment, that fear is focus. Focus, that fear and resentment equals focus in that moment. Just like how if you were to praise yourself in that moment, or focus on how amazing you are in that moment, again, that's focus. Now that will create. Okay? When someone has been unjust to you, you are filled with wrath and resentment. You cannot forgive that person. Time rolls by and another person does the same thing. It is because you have a picture of injustice engraved in your subconscious. History will repeat itself until you think you are cursed with misfortune and injustice, right? Which that comes to a point where you start now identifying as relationships don't work out with me. I'm always used. I'm always not chosen. I'm always not prioritized, right? Be absolutely undisturbed by the injustice and send goodwill to all concerned. The affirmation, my goodwill is a strong tower around me. I now change all my enemies into friends, all in harmony into harmony, all injustice into justice. You will be amazed by the working of the law. Girl, we know. We do this all day. Like, literally, you will be amazed. And do you see how, like, I like the way this book is written. It's just so simple to read. Like, because we all go through stuff like that. We all go through feelings of injustice, feelings of resentment. That was just a little paragraph. Like the whole, I mean, it's not a long book, but it goes through, it says there's pages of financial stuff, how to level up financially. Anyway, I think it was like 6 or 7 books, these books. I got them off Amazon for a light read. Very fun read. And I hope this video resonated with you guys. I hope you take up on my challenge in this video for this weekend, for this month. Let's get you in the best version of yourself for the new year. Don't you worry about any of the Christmas, New Year's, don't make that your concern right now. What I mentioned in the video is what I want you to make your concern right now. Either seeing the person in a different light, seeing them behave differently in your heaven, taking the mind off of your 3D if it's not showing you the best circumstances, and not worrying about circumstances, because I'm telling you, those circumstances, it's an illusion. Trust me. Trust me. I love you guys. I hope this video resonated. Again, I said that like 15 times. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. This guy loves you guys. He makes sure he's in the videos now lately. Have you noticed? Okay. He knows we're talking about him. If you guys are interested in any of my courses, if you want to go deeper and identify everything and start changing your life, course links will be in the description box. Don't worry about the date and time when you go to purchase. The moment you purchase is the moment you receive. So don't worry about the day and time. That's just for the system. A lot of people have been getting crazy breakthroughs through my new EFT tapping course. The money course is still having crazy success stories come in. Same thing with Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP, Self-Concept. Like, I'll keep sharing all these success stories in community posts, in my shorts, in all the socials. So make sure you follow us, you guys. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing, amazing, amazing Friday until I see you. Amazing weekend, amazing week until I see you again. Bye, guys.